Welcome to Lost Culture, your one-stop destination for everything pop culture. My name is Aston, and today we're going to do a review and a recap for Supergirl Season 2, Episode 6, Changing. Now, there's so much going on in this episode. We see Kara, and so many relationship things are going on. We got Kara and mon-el. We got Win and Jimmy. We got John and McGann. We got Alex and Maggie. There's so much going on. We start off in a little laboratory in Antarctica studying global warming, and we see they find a nicely preserved wolf. The only issue is it's too preserved. It's too well preserved, and they give us information that the aliens have been on Earth for about 3,000 to 5,000 years. So it's we never knew how long aliens have actually been on Earth. We didn't know if it started with Clark or before that, but at least we know aliens have been on Earth for at least 3,000 years. Now, this first one we see is a parasite. He's inside the wolf. Once he cut him open, puts his hand in, he basically gets attacked by the parasite, and the parasite takes over. He's attacking all of his co-workers. He's draining them of their energy. It's bad, and we see once we get there, it's like any special effect, like you would see. We'll see like the aging effect to the humans. Now, once Kara and John starts, like basically Kara fights him once, she basically gets drained a little bit. She has to take a break, and we see Jimmy takes that personal. Him and Wynn are talking about it, and everybody's like, "Why are you even here? How did you even know about this?" And then we see him and Wayne go to the back room, obviously very suspiciously. And he tells him, like, once you take this suit, you're no longer Jimmy. Which is a true fact. Like, if we notice with any superhero, once they decide to become a hero, they're no longer themselves anymore. Their self is now the secret identity, and they become the other individual. And we see this whole theme going on through the whole show. We see mon-el doesn't want to step up to do this. We see Alex with her coming out, and we hear Kara talking about, like, I understand I'm not coming out, but as far as me being Supergirl, I understand how you feel about being homosexual or gay. And we see like there's been a lot of like we see, and that's like I really understood it. Like I really understood it once you're like, oh, I'm hiding a piece of me, and like I don't know what it's like to come out as gay or anything, but the way they broke it down for Supergirl, hiding out about who she is, it made sense to me. It broke it down to me and it made sense to me. Now, going on from there, we see Alex actually gets her first, like, gay heartbreak, I want to say. I don't know how to say it any better. Like, you see she likes Maggie, and she actually goes out on the limb, she kisses Maggie, and Maggie kind of turns her down, like, look, we can just be friends. Yeah, so that happens. We see that Alex, she actually opens up to Kara about all her relationships, like not her relationship, but her growing up. Like, oh, I've been having these feelings for a while. I just never really knew how to process them until now, and now I'm starting to understand things. Now, with John, we see John gets hurt, and John, he's out for the count, and we're forced to ask McGann for help to help John. Now, she's very reluctant, knowing because of the White Martian thing. She knows John is going to be pissed once he finds out. And I thought McGann was only supposed to be in 2 episodes, but this is like 3 or 4 already that she's been in. So maybe they don't count her. Maybe they meant for Miss. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I thought they said only 2, but she's been in the last couple episodes. So now going on from there, we see mon-el, once the big monster actually evolves from draining both Kara and John's, we see mon-el actually steps up. After all the training he did, after being yelled at, after Alex yelling at him, he's starting to sink into him that people actually not have expectations of him. They just, they do have expectations of him, but they have hopes for him. Not really expectations, but hopes. They see more in him. They hope that he can step up to his full potential and not always just step back and do what he want to do, be so carefree, be like the frat boy. But they were actually hoping for him to stand up. And we see, it actually kind of worked through the episode, because at the beginning episode, we find out he's he's actually like the muscle for the mob, and he's over there beating up aliens and basically making aliens pay up, which basically lets Kara down. She's basically let down, and I feel bad. Like I do. Like there's definitely going to be a relationship between these two, and I don't know how it's going to work. Like we already see Jimmy kind of being jealous. Like and then Jimmy and Wayne kind of like they're kind of a little jealous. I'm not saying they're jealous, but they are a little. They feel a type of way when how much time she actually spends with mon-el, all the joking and stuff. We get mon-el getting her drunk, and we see definitely Jimmy. Jimmy doesn't like it, but hey, there's nothing he can do. And now going on from there, we see, especially with I feel bad for mon-el because mon-el finally started to get like starting to get everything on track and being who he could actually be, and then he gets kidnapped by Katniss. So maybe I feel like it's going down the stretch now. I'm going. So I feel like with Katniss, we know Superboy comes from Katniss. Now we may not get Clark. But maybe we'll get, because we know Superboy is not he's not a Kryptonian. Like maybe they'll kind of like splice the Daxon genes, and like I feel like mon-el might be Superboy and not I feel like they might be going this route with mon-el. He's actually be Superboy. So maybe he'll end up dying this episode, but they'll have a mon-el clone in Katniss, and that's what they'll do. So maybe they'll actually enhance him with a little bit of like Kryptonian genes or something, but he'll still look like mon-el, and he'll be our new Superboy. That's what I think is going on. I don't know what's really going to go on. I'm completely guessing right now. But what I can say for Jimmy, we got Guardian. Now I have to give Jimmy the I know I normally call it the heroine, but he has to be the hero of the week. So he stepped up to the plate. We see, I like his outfit. It's not the gold outfit that I'm used to with the blue, but I couldn't tell at first when it first came out when the light was hitting it. I thought maybe a real pale gold or like a darker gold, but we see this it's more of like a silver. It might be gold in the light. I can't really tell, but I'm pretty sure it's more of a silvery color, and I really like a dark silver color. Now going on from there, I really like seeing his outfit. I like how they really stuck really true to the comics as far as design wise. I really enjoyed it. Like there's no complaints there. Even with his abilities and everything, it's pretty close. And one thing I don't like is he needs Win to coach him. I understand this is his first time out, very understandable. But I feel like as the time goes on, we need to see Jimmy and Guardian move out onto their own and be able to fight and basically use his own knowledge of his own self. Like as of right now, Win has more knowledge of the suit than him. So it makes sense Win was coaching him. But as the weeks goes on, it should be able to see that Guardian is able to fight on his own without using Win. And it could, at the same time, it could be kind of hard for Win to go missing every time a monster comes out to help Guardian. So Guardian needs to learn. I want to see him be more independent with his suit than, because we heard him say the Super Friends, which basically is tossed to the show. But besides that, that's really all we had this episode. Like I actually enjoyed this episode. I love the new arrival of Guardian. I love the way I actually enjoyed him being kidnapped by Katniss. It was kind of suspect. Like, come on, you could have done better than that, mon-el. But hey, this is what we got. And thank you guys for tuning in. Always make sure you like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. Share it so your friends can see. And as always, stay lost.